The Toyota Way is a set of principles and behaviors that underlie the company's approach to management and production, which is further defined as the Toyota Production System. The company has been developing its corporate philosophy since 1948 and passing it on as implicit knowledge to new employees, but as the company expanded globally, leaders officially identified and defined the Toyota Way in 2001. Toyota summarized it under two main pillars: continuous improvement and respect for people. Under the continuous improvement pillar are three principles: challenge, form a long-term vision; kaizen, a continual improvement process; and genchi genbutsu, go and see the process to make correct decisions. Under the respect for people pillar are two principles: respect and teamwork. In 2004, Dr. Jeffrey Liker, a University of Michigan professor of industrial engineering, published the Toyota Way. In his book, Liker calls the Toyota Way a system designed to provide the tools for people to continually improve their work. According to Liker, there are 14 principles of the Toyota Way that can be organized into 4 themes: 1. Long-term philosophy; 2. The right process will produce the right results; 3. Add value to the organization by developing your people; and 4. Continuously solving root problems drives organizational learning. The 14 principles are further defined in the Wikipedia article on the Toyota Way. The Toyota Way also helped shape the company's approach to production, where it was an early pioneer of what would become known as lean manufacturing. The company defines the Toyota production system under two main pillars: just in time, make only what is needed, only when it is needed, and only in the amount that is needed; and jidoka, automation with a human touch. The origin of the Toyota production system is in dispute, with 3 stories of its origin. 1. That during a 1950 trip to train with the Ford Motor Company, company executives also studied the just-in-time distribution system of the grocery store company Piggly Wiggly. 2. That they followed the writings of W. Edwards Deming, and 3. They learned the principles from a World War II U.S. government training program, Training Within Industry. After developing the Toyota production system in its own facilities, the company began teaching the system to its parts suppliers in the 1990s. Other companies were interested in the instruction, and Toyota later started offering training sessions. The company also has donated the training to non-profit groups to increase their efficiency and thus ability to serve people. In 1936, Toyota entered the passenger car market with its Model A and held a competition to establish a new logo emphasizing speed for its new product line. After receiving 27,000 entries, one was selected that additionally resulted in a change of its moniker to Toyota from the family name Toyota, which means rice paddy. The new name was believed to sound better, and its 8-stroke count in the Japanese language was associated with wealth and good fortune. The original logo was a heavily stylized version of the katakana characters for Toyota. As the company started to expand internationally in the late 1950s, the katakana character logo was supplemented by various word marks with the English form of the company name in all capital letters, Toyota. Toyota introduced a worldwide logo in October 1989 to commemorate the 50th year of the company, and to differentiate it from the newly released luxury Lexus brand. The logo consists of 3 ovals that combine to form the letter T, which stands for Toyota. Toyota says that the overlapping of the 2 perpendicular ovals inside the larger oval represents the mutually beneficial relationship and trust between the customer and the company, while the larger oval surrounding both of these inner ovals represents the global expansion of Toyota's technology and unlimited potential for the future. The new logo started appearing on all printed material, advertisements, dealer signage, and most vehicles in 1990. In countries or regions using traditional Chinese characters, e.g. Hong Kong and Taiwan, Toyota is known as. In countries using simplified Chinese characters, e.g. China and Singapore, Toyota is written as, pronounced as Fengtian in Mandarin Chinese and Hongchuan in Mindanese. These are the same characters as the founding family's name Toyota in Japanese. Toyota still uses the katakana character logo as its corporate emblem in Japan, including on the headquarters building, and some special edition models still use the Toyota wordmark on the grille as a nod to the company's heritage. On July 15, 2015, the company was delegated its own generic top-level domain, .toyota. Toyota sponsors several teams and has purchased naming rights for several venues, and even competitions, including Toyota Alvark Tokyo, basketball team, Toyota Arena, Ontario, California, Toyota Cup. Toyota Center, Houston, Texas, Toyota Center, Kennewick, Washington, Toyota Field, San Antonio, Texas. Toyota Park, Bridgeview, Illinois, Toyota Sports Center, El Segundo, California. Toyota Stadium, Georgetown, Kentucky, Toyota Stadium, Frisco, Texas. As of 2017, Toyota is an official sponsor of Cricket Australia, the England and Wales Cricket Board and the Australian Football League. In March 2015, Toyota became a sponsor for the Olympic Games and Paralympic Games in the form of supplying vehicles and communications between vehicles, starting in 2018. In May 2024, Toyota announced that it will not be extending the contract after the 2024 Games in Paris, due to the company reportedly being unhappy with how the IOC has used its sponsorship money. Toyota hopes to retain its contract with the International Paralympic Committee. Toyota had previously sponsored football clubs Fortuna Köln, 1998-2000, Valencia, 2003-2008, Fiorentina, 1999-2002 and 2004-2010, Perugia, 2002-2004, Catania, 2003-2004, and Valenciennes, 2005-2012. Toyota is the world's leader in sales of hybrid electric vehicles, one of the largest companies to encourage the mass-market adoption of hybrid vehicles across the globe, and the first to commercially mass-produce and sell such vehicles, with the introduction of the XW10 Toyota Prius in 1997. 129-130. The company's series hybrid technology is called Hybrid Synergy Drive, and it was later applied to many vehicles in Toyota's product lineup, starting first with the Camry, and the technology was also brought to the luxury Lexus division. As of January 2020, Toyota Motor Corporation sells 44 Toyota and Lexus hybrid passenger car models in over 90 countries and regions around the world, and the car maker has sold over 15 million hybrid vehicles since 1997. The Prius family is the world's top-selling hybrid gasoline-electric vehicle nameplate, with almost 4 million units sold worldwide as of January 2017. In 2002, Toyota began a development and demonstration program to test the Toyota FCHV, a hybrid hydrogen fuel cell vehicle based on the Toyota Highlander production SUV. Toyota also built a FCHV bus based on the Hino Blue Ribbon City low-floor bus. Toyota has built several prototypes/concepts of the FCHV since 1997, including the Toyota FCHV1, FCHV2, FCHV3, FCHV4, and Toyota FCHV-ADV. The Toyota FCVR fuel cell concept car was unveiled at the 2011 Tokyo Motor Show. The FCVR sedan seats 4 and has a fuel cell stack including a 70 MPa high-pressure hydrogen tank, which can deliver a range of 435 miles 700 kilometers under the Japanese JC08 test cycle. Toyota said the car was planned for launch in about 2015. In August 2012, Toyota announced its plans to start retail sales of a hydrogen fuel cell sedan in California in 2015. Toyota expects to become a leader in this technology. The prototype of its first hydrogen fuel cell vehicle will be exhibited at the November 2013 Tokyo Motor Show, and in the United States at the January 2014 Consumer Electronics Show. Toyota's first hydrogen fuel cell vehicles to be sold commercially, the Toyota Mirai, Japanese for Future, was unveiled at the November 2014 Los Angeles Auto Show. In January 2015, it was announced that production of the Mirai fuel cell vehicle would increase from 700 units in 2015 to approximately 2,000 in 2016 and 3,000 in 2017. Sales in Japan began on December 15, 2014, at a price of 6,700,000 yen, US dollar 57,400. The Japanese government plans to support the commercialization of fuel cell vehicles with a subsidy of 2 million yen, US dollar 19,600. Retail sales in the US began in August 2015 at a price of 57,500 US dollars before any government incentives. Initially, the Mirai will only be available in California. The market release in Europe is slated for September 2015, and initially will be available only in the UK, Germany, and Denmark, followed by other countries in 2017. Pricing in Germany starts at 60,000 euros, US dollar 75,140, plus VAT, 78,540 euros. In 2015, Toyota released 5,600 patents for free use until 2020, hoping to promote global development of hydrogen fuel cell technology. Since the mid-2010s, Toyota has increased its focus on building hydrogen-powered trucks. It first showcased a heavy-duty semi-truck tractor in 2017 and in 2023 announced a kit to convert existing diesel-powered truck engines to use hydrogen. In late 2022, the company signed an £11.3 million government deal with the UK's Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy to help it develop a hydrogen-powered Hilux pickup truck. The Prius plug-in hybrid concept was exhibited in late 2009, and shortly after, a global demonstration program involving 600 pre-production test cars began. The vehicles were leased to fleet and government customers, and were equipped with data tracking devices to allow Toyota to monitor the car's performance. The vehicle was based on the third-generation Toyota Prius and outfitted with 2 additional lithium-ion batteries beyond a normal hybrid battery pack. The additional batteries were used to operate the car with minimal use of the internal combustion engine until they are depleted, at which point they are disengaged from the system. They are not used in tandem with the main hybrid battery pack. After the conclusion of the demonstration program, the production version of the Prius plug-in hybrid was unveiled in September 2011. The production Prius plug-in had a maximum electric-only speed of 100 km per hour, 62 miles per hour, and the United States Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, rated the vehicle as having a range of 18 km, 11 miles, in blended mode, mostly electric, but supplemented by the internal combustion engine. Toyota ultimately only did a small production run with 75,400 vehicles being produced between 2012 and 2016. The second-generation Prius plug-in, renamed the Prius Prime in the US, was unveiled in early 2016. Unlike the prior generation, where the plug-in battery was limited by being added to the existing Prius, this model would be developed in tandem with the fourth-generation Prius, allowing Toyota to increase the range to 40 km, 25 miles, with a top speed of 135 km per hour, 84 miles per hour, without needing the assistance of the internal combustion engine. The second-generation Prius plug-in went on sale starting in late 2016, with Toyota expecting to sell up to 60,000 units globally per year. A second plug-in hybrid model, the Toyota RAV4 PHV, RAV4 Prime in the US, was unveiled in December 2019. The vehicle has an EPA estimated 68 km, 42 miles, of all-electric range and generates a combined 225 kilowatts, 302 HP, enabling it to be Toyota's second fastest car currently in production, behind the GR Super 3.0 sports car. Sales started in mid-2020. Toyota has been criticized for being slow to add battery electric vehicles to its lineup. It has been publicly skeptical of battery electric vehicles, instead focusing on hybrid and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles and actively lobbying against government mandates to transition to zero-emissions vehicles. As of 2023, only a small proportion of the vehicles the company sells are of battery electric, which has prompted criticism by some environmental and public interest groups. The company plans to increase its sales of electric vehicles to 3.5 million per year by 2030. However, the company has stated that it believes other technologies, including hybrid and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, will continue to play a role in the future of the company. Toyota created the first-generation Toyota RAV4 EV electric vehicle as a compliance car after the California Air Resources Board mandated in the late 1990s that every automaker offer a zero-emissions vehicle. 164, a total of 1,484 were leased and/or sold in California from 1997 to 2003, when the state dropped its mandate under legal pressure from lawsuits filed by automakers. A second generation of the RAV4 EV was developed in 2010 as part of a deal with Tesla. The production version was unveiled in August 2012, using battery pack, electronics, and powertrain components from Tesla. The RAV4 EV had a limited production run with just under 3,000 vehicles being produced, before it was discontinued in 2014. According to Bloomberg News, the partnership between Tesla and Toyota was marred by clashes between engineers. Starting in 2009, Toyota introduced 3 generations of concept electric vehicles called the FT-EV built on a modified Toyota IQ platform. In late 2012, the company announced plans to build a production version of the car called the Toyota IQ EV, Scion IQ EV in the US, Toyota EQ in Japan, but ultimately production was cut back to 100 cars for special fleet use in Japan and the US only. In late 2012, Toyota announced that it would back away from fully electric vehicles, after producing less than 5,000. At the time, the company's vice chairman, Takeshi Uchiyamada, said, "The current capabilities of electric vehicles do not meet society's needs, whether it may be the distance the cars can run, or the costs, or how it takes a long time to charge." A shift in Toyota's formerly battery-agnostic posture could be seen as early as 2016, when Toyota CFO Takahiko Ijishi sent a strong signal that Toyota soon plans to jump on the battery bandwagon and make electric cars despite expressing skeptical views about their range and charging times, as the Wall Street Journal wrote. Toyota said it would make and sell battery electric vehicles if and where regulations and markets demand. A year later, Toyota outlined its electric vehicle plans for between 2020 and 2030 to the press in Tokyo, saying it would introduce more than 10 battery electric vehicles worldwide by the early 2020s, beginning in China, and later in Japan, Europe, the US and India. In April 2019, Toyota introduced the CHR-EV, its first mass-produced pure electric model in China, along with an identical twin called the IZOA-EV. It went on sale in April 2020 and May 2020 respectively. Nikkei reported in October 2020 that Toyota had only sold less than 2,000 units in the first 8 months of the year. Toyota introduced the C+ Pod in late 2020, a 2-seater K car with an estimated range of 100 kilometers, 62 miles, and a top speed of 60 kilometers per hour, 37 miles per hour. In December 2020, Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda stated that electric cars are excessively hyped and that, in Japan, they would not necessarily reduce carbon dioxide emissions since electricity is mostly generated by burning coal and natural gas in the country. He also said that the infrastructure needed for Japan to switch fully to EVs would cost between $135 billion and $358 billion, and switching only to EVs would cost millions of jobs and make cars less affordable. In April 2021, Toyota revealed the BZ4X, an electric crossover SUV that will be the first vehicle built on a dedicated electric platform called ETNGA when it goes on sale in mid-2022. It is the first model of the BZ, Beyond Zero, series of battery electric vehicles. The company has also stated that there will be 7 BZ models to be launched globally out of 15 BEV models by 2025. In June 2021, Transport and Environment ranked Toyota as the least ready OEM to transition to battery electric vehicles by 2030, stating, "Toyota has not set a target for 2030 and it plans to produce just 10% BEVs in 2025. It is expected to rely on polluting hybrid technologies." In December 2021, Toyota announced in Tokyo plans for 30 battery electric models by 2030, to sell 3.5 million BEVs per year by that date, and that its premium brand Lexus will be 100% battery operated by 2030 in North America, Europe, and China. The company announced investments of $70 billion into the company's electrification. In a session in parallel with the G7 meeting 2023 May, Akio Toyoda said that battery electric vehicles are not solely the future, instead offering a mix of battery electric, internal combustion engine equipped and hydrogen cars. Toyota has been developing solid-state batteries in partnership with Panasonic, in which the company has more than 1,000 patents covering solid-state batteries by late 2020. The technology has been implemented on the Toyota LQ concept. Toyota hopes the technology could increase efficiency of battery electric vehicles by 30%, which in turn would reduce battery costs by the same amount. Toyota is also regarded as lagging when it comes to developing smart car technology. Although the company unveiled its first self-driving test vehicle in 2017, and has been developing its own self-driving technology named Chauffeur, intended for full self-driving, and Guardian, a driver assist system, neither of these has been introduced into any production vehicles. The company had set up a large research and development operation by 2018, spending almost $4 billion to start an autonomous vehicle research institute in California's Silicon Valley and another 300 billion yen on a similar research institute in Tokyo that would partner with fellow Toyota Group companies and automotive suppliers Aisin Seiki and Denso. Toyota has also been collaborating with autonomous vehicle technology developers and, in some cases, purchasing the companies. Toyota has acquired the autonomous vehicle division of ride-hailing service Lyft for $550 million, invested a total of $1 billion in competing ride-hailing service Uber's self-driving vehicle division, invested $400 million in autonomous vehicle technology company Pony.ai and announced a partnership with Chinese electronics e-commerce company Kogobai to build a smart car ecosystem. In December 2020, Toyota showcased the 20-passenger e-Palette shared autonomous vehicle, which saw its first major use at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Toyota has announced it intends to have the vehicle available for commercial applications before 2025. Since February 2021, Toyota has been building the Woven City, which it calls a 175-acre high-tech, sensor-laden metropolis at the foot of Mount Fuji. When completed in 2024, the Woven City will be used to run tests on autonomous vehicles for deliveries, transport, and mobile shops, with the city's residents participating in the living laboratory experiment. Toyota has been involved in many global motorsports series, providing vehicles, engines, and other auto parts under both the Toyota and Lexus brands. Toyota Gazoo Racing, GR, is Toyota's performance brand that is used in many of the world's major motorsports contests. Toyota Gazoo Racing Europe, based in Cologne, Germany, competes in the FIA World Endurance Championship, while the Finland-based Toyota Gazoo Racing WRT participates in the FIA World Rally Championship. Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa competes in the Dakar Rally. Between 2002 and 2009, the Toyota Racing team competed in Formula One. Toyota won the highest class of the 24 Hours of Le Mans 5 consecutive times from 2018 to 2022, competing with the Toyota TS050 Hybrid and Toyota GR010 Hybrid. Toyota Racing Development USA, TRD USA, is responsible for participation in major motorsports contests in the United States including NASCAR, NHRA, Indy Racing League and Formula Drift. Toyota also makes engines and other auto parts for other Japanese motorsports including Super Formula, Super GT, Formula 3, and Toyota Racing Series. Toyota is a minority shareholder in Mitsubishi Aircraft Corporation, having invested $67.2 million in the new venture, which will produce the Mitsubishi regional jet, slated for first deliveries in 2017. Toyota has also studied participation in the general aviation market and contracted with Scaled Composites to produce a proof-of-concept aircraft, the TAA-1, in 2002. In 1997, building on a previous partnership with Yamaha Marine, Toyota created Toyota Marine, building private ownership motorboats, currently sold only in Japan. A small network in Japan sells the luxury craft at 54 locations, called the Toyota Panam series, and in 2017, a boat was labeled under the Lexus brand name starting May 26, 2017. The Toyota Municipal Museum of Art in Ike, sponsored by the manufacturer. Toyota works with nonprofits to improve their processes and operations, such as the Food Bank for New York City. In 2004, Toyota showcased its trumpet-playing robot. Toyota has been developing multitask robots destined for elderly care, manufacturing, and entertainment. A specific example of Toyota's involvement in robotics for the elderly is the brain-machine interface. Designed for use with wheelchairs, it allows a person to control an electric wheelchair accurately, almost in real time, with his or her mind. The thought controls allow the wheelchair to go left, right, and forward with a delay between thought and movement of just 125 milliseconds. Toyota also played a part in the development of Kiichiro, a robotic astronaut. In 2017, the company introduced THR-3, a humanoid robot with the ability to be remotely controlled. The robot can copy the motions of a connected person. The 2017 version used wires for the connection, but the 2018 version used 5G from a distance up to 10 kilometers (6.2 miles). Aisin, another member of the Toyota group of companies, uses the same Toyota wordmark logo to market its home-use sewing machines. Aisin was founded by Kiichiro Toyoda after he founded the Toyota Motor Corporation. According to Aisin, he was so pleased with the first sewing machine, he decided to apply the same Toyota branding as his auto business, despite the companies being independent from each other. Toyota Ventures, along with JetBlue Technology Ventures and Parley for the Oceans, is among the corporate investors that have invested $40 million in the Air Company, a carbon-negative vodka distiller and perfume and hand sanitizer manufacturer that uses heterogeneous catalysis to convert captured carbon into ethanol. Toyota states it is committed to achieving carbon neutrality by 2050, and it has set a goal to reduce its overall carbon emissions by 90% by 2050, compared to 2010 levels. The company has invested heavily in solar energy, with a goal to install solar panels on the rooftops of all its dealerships worldwide by 2050. In addition, Toyota has partnered with various renewable energy companies to promote the use of wind and solar power, including a recent partnership with Eneos Corporation to develop hydrogen refueling stations in Japan. Toyota has launched a program called Global Environmental Challenge 2050, which is a comprehensive initiative aimed at reducing the environmental impact of Toyota's operations. The challenge includes 6 environmental goals that Toyota aims to achieve by 2050, including reducing carbon emissions, minimizing water usage, promoting the recycling and reuse of materials, and promoting the use of renewable energy. The company has also implemented a variety of initiatives to promote sustainability across its supply chain, including efforts to reduce waste, water usage, and promote sustainable agriculture. For example, Toyota has implemented a zero-waste initiative at its manufacturing plants, aiming to send zero waste to landfills. In November 2016, Toyota agreed to pay $3.4 billion to settle allegations that roughly 1.5 million of its Tacoma, Tundra, and Sequoia pickup trucks and SUVs had been outfitted with frames prone to corrosion and perforation. According to court papers, the corrosion could reach levels high enough to compromise the vehicle's structural integrity. On February 9, 2002, Kenichi Uchino, aged 30 years, a quality control manager, collapsed then died at work. On January 2, 2006, an unnamed chief engineer of the Camry hybrid, aged 45 years, died from heart failure in his bed. In 2003, Toyota was fined $34 million for violating the United States Clean Air Act, as 2.2 million vehicles it sold had defective smog control computers. In January 2021, Toyota was fined $180 million for delays in reporting emissions-related defects to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, between 2005 and 2015. The acting U.S. attorney said that the delays likely led to delayed or avoided emissions-related recalls, although Toyota stated that despite the delays in reporting the issues to the EPA, it had notified customers and fixed the cars with the emissions defects. At the time, this was the biggest civil penalty ever levied for violating the EPA's emission reporting requirements. Between 2009 and 2011, Toyota, under pressure from the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, conducted recalls of millions of vehicles after reports that several drivers experienced unintended acceleration. The first recall, in November 2009, was to prevent a front driver's side floor mat from sliding into the foot pedal well, causing the pedals to become trapped. The second recall, in January 2010, was begun after some crashes were shown not to have been caused by floor mats and may be caused by possible mechanical sticking of the accelerator pedal. Worldwide, approximately 9 million cars and trucks were impacted by the recalls. NHTSA received reports of a total of 37 deaths allegedly related to unintended acceleration, although an exact number was never verified. As a result of the problems, Toyota faced nearly 100 lawsuits from the families of those killed, drivers who were injured, vehicle owners who lost resale value, and investors who saw a drop in the value of their shares. While most of the personal injury and wrongful death lawsuits were settled confidentially, Toyota did spend more than $1 billion to settle a class action lawsuit to compensate owners for lost resale value, and the company agreed to pay a $1.2 billion criminal penalty to the United States government over accusations that it had intentionally hid information about safety defects from the public and had made deceptive statements to protect its brand image. The penalty was the largest ever levied against a car company. Toyota was impacted by a recall of faulty airbag inflators made by Takata. The inflators can explode, shooting metal fragments into the vehicle cabin. Millions of vehicles produced between 2000 and 2014 were impacted by the recall, with some needing multiple repairs. As of January 2024, over 100 million Takata airbag inflators worldwide have been recalled by more than 20 car makers. On June 21, 2010, a Chinese labor strike happened in Tianjin Toyota Gozei Co., Tianjin. Workers demanded better wages and treatment. In 2015, U.S. officials asked Toyota how the Islamic State was in possession of so many Toyota trucks. Toyota cars have also been documented to have been used by other extremist organizations such as the Taliban, Hamas, Al-Shabaab, and Somali pirates. Toyota representatives have said the company has a strict policy to not sell vehicles to potential purchasers who may use or modify them for paramilitary or terrorist activities, and that it cannot track aftermarket sales, and that it has worked with the U.S. Treasury to brief them on Toyota's supply chain on the Middle East. In its marketing, Toyota has often referred to its non-plug-in hybrid vehicles as self-charging hybrid vehicles. The use of the term has caused some criticism that this is misleading, as some consumers were led to erroneously believe that these vehicles charge their batteries on their own when the vehicles are not used. Complaints about self-charging hybrid advertising were recorded in Ireland, although the complaints were rejected by the Advertising Standards Authority of Ireland. However, in 2020, the Norwegian Consumer Authority banned the adverts outright in Norway, stating, "It is misleading to give the impression that the power to the hybrid battery is free of charge, since the electricity produced by the car has consumption of gasoline as a necessary condition." Electric vehicle website Irish EVs criticised Toyota Ireland for paying University College Dublin to conduct a study of only 7 examples of their hybrid cars over 7 days to make a press release about the efficiency of the vehicles. The website also criticised Toyota Ireland for using opinion polls to substantiate a claim about their CO2 emissions on Twitter. In April 2023, it was revealed that Toyota subsidiary Daihatsu had cheated by rigging some models to perform better in crash tests than actual production cars. The vehicles in question had a notch in the interior panel of the front door which avoided the possibility of the collision, creating a sharp edge that could have injured an occupant when the side airbag deployed. This notch was present on the tested vehicles but not on vehicles sold to the public. The issue affected 4 models: the Toyota Yaris Ativ, also known as the Vios, Perodua Axia, Toyota Agya, and an undisclosed upcoming product. No recall was conducted over the issue. In December 2023, Daihatsu halted shipments of 64 models, including 24 branded as Toyota, after safety investigations uncovered misconduct far greater in scope than previously expected. In some models, the test speeds and results of headrest impact tests were falsified. In models such as the Town Ace and Pixus Joy, the airbag control unit used in testing was different from the part installed on vehicles sold to the public. Affected markets included Japan as well as Bolivia, Cambodia, Chile, Ecuador, Indonesia, Malaysia, Mexico, Peru, Thailand, Uruguay, and Vietnam. On January 29, 2024, Koji Sato publicly apologized to customers, dealers, and suppliers for the flawed testing. Toyota is headquartered in the city of Toyota, which was named Koromo until 1951, when it changed its name to match the automaker. Toyota City is located in the Ike Prefecture of Japan. The main headquarters of Toyota is located in a 4-story building that has been described as modest. In 2013, company CEO Akio Toyoda reported that it had difficulties retaining foreign employees at the headquarters due to the lack of amenities in the city. Surrounding the headquarters are the 14-story Toyota Technical Center and the Honsha plant, which was established in 1938. Toyota and its Toyota Group affiliates operate a total of 17 manufacturing facilities in Ike Prefecture and a total of 32 plants in Japan. Toyota also operates offices in Bunkyo, Tokyo, and Nakamura-ku, Nagoya. Outside of Japan, as one of the world's largest automotive manufacturer by production volume, Toyota has factories in most parts of the world. The company assembles vehicles in Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, the Czech Republic, France, Indonesia, Mexico, the Philippines, Poland, Russia, South Africa, Thailand, Turkey, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Venezuela. Additionally, the company also has joint venture, licensed, or contract factories in China, France, India, Malaysia, Pakistan, Taiwan, the United States, and Vietnam. Toyota Motor North America is headquartered in Plano, Texas, and operates as a holding company for all operations of the Toyota Motor Corporation in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Toyota's operations in North America began on October 31, 1957, and the current company was established in 2017 from the consolidation of 3 companies, Toyota Motor North America Incorporated, which controlled Toyota's corporate functions, Toyota Motor Sales, USA, Inc., which handled marketing, sales, and distribution in the United States, and Toyota Motor Engineering and Manufacturing North America, which oversaw operations at all assembly plants in the region. While all 3 companies continue to exist in legal name, they operate as one company out of one headquarters campus. Toyota has a large presence in the United States with 6 major assembly plants in Huntsville, Alabama, Georgetown, Kentucky, Princeton, Indiana, San Antonio, Texas, Buffalo, West Virginia, and Blue Springs, Mississippi. In 2018, Toyota and Mazda announced a joint venture plant that will produce vehicles in Huntsville, Alabama, starting in 2021. It has started producing larger trucks, such as the new Tundra, to go after the full-size pickup market in the United States. Toyota is also pushing hybrid electric vehicle in the US such as the Prius, Camry Hybrid, Highlander Hybrid, and various Lexus products. Toyota never introduced diesel motor options in its North American products, including pickup trucks. Toyota Canada Incorporated, which is part of Toyota Motor North America, handles marketing, sales, and distribution in Canada. Toyota Motor Manufacturing Canada operates 3 assembly plants, 2 in Cambridge, Ontario, and 1 in Woodstock, Ontario. In 2006, Toyota's subsidiary Hino Motors opened a heavy-duty truck plant, also in Woodstock, employing 45 people and producing 2,000 trucks annually. Toyota Motor Europe is headquartered in Brussels, Belgium, and oversees all operations of the Toyota Motor Corporation in Europe and Western Asia. Toyota's operations in Europe began in 1963. Toyota has a significant presence in Europe with 9 production facilities in Cologne, Czech Republic, Bern-Aston, England, Deeside, England, Onning, France, Jelchlaskowice, Poland, Wałbrzych, Poland, Ovar, Portugal, St. Petersburg, Russia, and Arifai, Turkey. Toyota also operates a joint venture plant with Citroën and Peugeot in Valenciennes, France. In 1963, Australia was one of the first countries to assemble Toyotas outside Japan. However, in February 2014, Toyota was the last of Australia's major automakers to announce the end of production in Australia. The closure of Toyota's Australian plant was completed on October 3, 2017, and had produced a total 3,451,155 vehicles. At its peak in October 2007, Toyota manufactured 15,000 cars a month. Before Toyota, Ford, and GM's Holden had announced similar moves, all citing an unfavorable currency and attendant high manufacturing costs. Thank you for watching this video.